Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I don't know if it's already too late to still wish you a happy new year because this is my first video of the year. So happy new year. Also it was just Chinese New Year, so I hope you get rich. And what a year it has been, right? Second year of COVID. Last month of the year I turned 40. First month of this year I finally caught the COVID and actually just recovered last week, so that happened. But today I'm finally going to talk about the P37-DS, the slept-on pants from last winter season. I will go through the usual details, give you my opinion about them after owning them for a few months, and then I will end with some styling. But first I would like to let you know that this video was made possible by Reversible, a new and quite unique marketplace platform. Just to be clear, even though this is the case, I would not be promoting anything that I didn't actually think was great. I resell quite a bit myself, not as a means of making a profit, but to finance new Johns, because I, as many of you do, suffer from the fear of missing out, which I will get back to at the end of this video, where I will confess to you all the cops I did the past week. But also because I like to keep my closet as compact as possible and sell off stuff that I don't wear on a regular basis, because I don't want clothes to be just sitting there, because I think that's a waste. So the site with accompanying app for iOS and Android is called Reversible, and it combines the features of a marketplace like Grailed, is focused on high-end fashion brands and retail integration like Farfetch, so you can compare marketplace prices with the prices of the pieces that are currently still for sale, while offering auction-type features like StockX or eBay, all built into a still growing database of the brands. Right now there is mainly a large acronym database because Deng, the initiator, is quite an avid acronym fan himself and was motivated to start this after finding sale and trade on the well-known forums and other marketplace platforms that ask huge fees quite tedious. So this is kind of his attempt to combine the best of all the platforms together in one place, so you can compare prices across the different platforms without having to switch between them all the time. At the same time, keeping it free of fees and adding in all new feature called Measurable. If you register an account, you can print out a barcode. Be sure to print it at 100% scale. And then if you place the printed barcode next to your garment on the floor that you need to lay flat, take a picture, make sure you keep the lens parallel to the floor and hold the camera right above the garment. And then when you upload the picture to your listing, the application recognizes the scale, and then potential buyers can just take the measurements themselves. I think this is a very cool and interesting feature because measurements are seldom added by sellers, also because it can be quite cumbersome to measure all of them and not everyone knows exactly what to measure. And this way, the only thing the seller has to do is just print a barcode, take the picture, and then upload it, and that's it. Quite genius if you ask me. I'm sure going to use this. I mean, I am already using it, so I also hope that many of you will join the platform, because this will of course only be useful if the user base is large. So be sure to check that out. I'll leave some links in the description below. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's your chance. But now let's get back to the subject of this video, the acronym P37-DS. In Antoine's video where he interviewed Errolson about the RMT1, the P37 was named as one of the pieces Errolson himself was surprised about that did not sell faster.
The P37 is one I think will play out over the long term because it's a fantastic pant and it's extremely versatile. I guess maybe it doesn't photograph as spectacularly as some of the other stuff, but yeah, it's one of the ones I was surprised, like, oh, I thought that would do better.
I actually immediately liked the look of them from the start. It's a very straight model. It felt like it was kind of covering the middle ground between the P31 and the P10s. The P10s during that time in my head still being a not likable silhouette. This has now changed, but that's something for a different video. Also, I believe they were the first pants to have the brand new tension zip, which I will get to in a minute. So upon release, they sat for a while, most attention going out to the P36 and 31s. It's definitely a more subtle silhouette than most other acronym pants. They are technically cargo pants, having cargo pockets and all, but they have much more of a casual, even dressy vibe, and can thus be worn in much smarter type outfits. And it was exactly that what made them so appealing to me, since I didn't really have any pants hitting that. The ACG cargos have it a bit when the pockets are stowed away, but even then, the zipper in the front just still makes the pants look weird. And the cargo pockets of the 37 are barely noticeable in the silhouette when closed, but at the same time, very accessible. So this makes the pants quite unique, in my opinion. Smart cargo pants, if you will, and then I mean smart in the British sense of the word, not like it has computer chips in it. So as the DS in the name suggests, they are made of shoulder dry skin, which if you've watched any of my other pants videos, you know I love very much. It is the same type as on the P30s and P31s. It's 4-way stretch, water repellent, breathable, wind resistant, abrasion resistant, fast drying, self-unwrinkling, and for some reason impervious to lint, which does change after a while. I just copped some old dry skin pants that definitely are not impervious to lint anymore. I don't exactly know what causes that to disappear. Maybe the DWR. If you know, or if you have any experience with this, please let me know in the comments. Anyway, these are still very lint repellent, and it's just amazing, amazing fabric still. The waist has belt loops and no belt system of its own. Every loop has a smaller loop to keep carabiners in place, I presume. Interesting detail is that there is a loop on the front of covering the main button in the front. So you will have to place your belt buckle a bit to the right, which gives it an interesting asymmetrical look, I think. What the exact function is of this, I don't really know, but I guess it's to keep the middle part of the pant from sagging. Now I think about it, you can actually just, if your belt buckle is not too big, you can actually just wear it behind the loop, and then the buckle will be more secure. Yeah, maybe that's the idea. I actually don't really know. That is the fun with Acronym, you keep discovering new stuff. Funny thing is that I have had critique about not knowing certain things or giving wrong information, but I mean, I'm just a guy talking about clothes. I have no authority on this subject whatsoever. I'm just telling you what I think or what I know, and that's it. I do not pretend to know anything better than anyone. Anyway, the button is a big plastic military style button. This is attached with a piece of nylon webbing, which looks cool and feels very sturdy. On the inside of the waistline, there is a piece of white lining and a olive piece of nylon webbing with the Acronym logo in it. I like this very much. It might seem stupid, but it's not, because it's not visible to the outside, but for me, it gives the pants a very luxurious feel, which I think is very relevant for the price point of this brand. So yeah, I really appreciate details like that. There is an inch-thick piece of nylon webbing that is stitched from one deep pocket along the back all the way to the deep pocket on the other side. What exactly the function of this is, I don't know either, but if I had to guess, I would say it gives support to the back of the pants, preventing rippage of the back due to butt bigness, and also an extra layer of abrasion resistance, because on the back it's exactly where the back of your butt rubs against a chair. So I definitely think that it will help deterioration of that part of the pant in the back. Also, it conceals and closes the openings of the back pockets. Great design. I think it has been seen on several Acronym pants like the P10s. Another part that's reinforced with a piece of nylon webbing is the inside of the hem, just like on the P31s. The paneling and cutting is very interesting on these pants, I think, which you can only really see if you look up close. I don't even know if I can really get this on camera well, but even though it seems a very standard and straight cut, it is definitely not, and the construction of the panel probably attributes to the articulation and the freeness of movement of the pants. Like all other Acronym pants I have, movement is in no way limited due to this. So according to the site, there should be 14 pockets, 8 external and 6 internal. You have, of course, the D pockets on the side. You have the back pockets, which makes 4. Then you have the 2 phone pockets on the front, on the outside, which makes 6. Still a pocket, of which I cannot understand why not every pair of pants has at least one, because like we have phones. Like everyone has a phone. Why is there not a dedicated phone pocket? It's such a simple concept and it's so great. I just really can't suffer pants anymore without them. It's just... Anyway, then, so that we're at 6 now. And then you have the 2 cargo pockets that open with the tension zips. I have to say that on these pants, the tension zip doesn't always work that great. Might be because of the dry skin is such a stretchy fabric that it doesn't create enough tension. I personally think that a tension zip works better on a non-stretch fabric. Like, I think the tension zip on Gore-Tex is amazing. Like the way it works on the P38s I have is just awesome. Also, I can imagine that probably on studs or encapsulated nylon, it will also have more tension because the fabric creates the tension. But in this case, on dry skin, sometimes I kind of have to fiddle with it to get it open. I mean, closing is quite easy, but opening doesn't always work. I mean, if you stand in a certain way to create the tension, then it works. But that, of course, shouldn't actually be needed to operate the zippers. Then again, it could also be because they are a tad roomy for me. It's a medium, and I usually wear medium, but I can also fit a small, so I'm 176 centimeters, like 5'9", so I'm kind of in between small and medium, but I like to wear medium clothes because they just fit more relaxed. I don't really like my clothes being too tight on me, so I choose the medium. But maybe if I had these pants in small, the pants would be a bit more fitted, and then there would probably be more tension and the zips would work better. So I can't really say if it's necessarily the design of the zips or if it's just because I sized wrongly. But it works fine. It works just fine. Best thing about them actually, I think, is the fact that the tension zip pulls the pocket, or the opening of the pocket, close to the pant. So zipping up the pant with the tension zip creates a very flat, kind of conceals the pocket. And if you unzip it, it really opens up the pocket, so it's much more accessible than a regular zip. And actually, I do think opening up a pocket like that is the main function of the tension zip, not necessarily the fact that you can open and close it with one hand. I mean, in many cases, that is something that comes with it, and also the way it is demonstrated in the videos. But I think the flatness of the closed zip versus the accessibility of the open zip is the main thing of the tension zip. So then in the cargo pocket, there are also 2 smaller pockets. One being another phone pocket, and then on the phone pocket is like a smaller pocket. A bit less deep pocket, so it won't fit an entire phone, but it is the same width, but can fit something smaller like a wallet, like a secret card wallet, for instance. So that makes back pockets, deep pockets, phone pockets, cargo pockets, which is 8, and then 4 inner pockets in the cargo pockets, which makes 12. If you ask me, there are 12 pockets on these pants, but I understood that the fact that the D pockets go to the front and to the back counts as them being 2 pockets apiece, which I think is not really a thing, but I mean, it's convenient that you can. I've talked about this before. The convenience of a pocket that splits on the bottom versus my idiocy and forgetting that I put something in the back and thinking I've lost it. Yeah, if you ask me, there are 12 pockets on these pants, but I mean 12 pockets it's enough. You can carry stuff it's okay. You're okay. So that kind of covers the pockets. All things considered, these are very comfortable pants. When I got them, we went into a few different stages of more and less strict lockdowns in Holland. But going to the office has been discouraged for a couple of months now. So since I got them, I've almost been exclusively wearing them at home. And I can say they are very comfy office pants. Also, I like how they are kind of normal looking at first glance, but then at the same time, very versatile. And I just love how the tension zip cargo pockets are semi-concealed and are so close to the leg. I would now like to show you the versatility in a styling edit. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to hit that. I still have some other Acronym pieces I haven't reviewed yet, like this one and the H5 and the NG8, and I also have a P10-DS now. Typical. I thought you didn't like the P10. That's correct. So where did you get them? Well, I'll tell you in the video. But first, I will have to show you a piece of the Sacai Acronym collab, the highlight of the collection, according to Errolson himself. That was exclusive to the mother site that I was very lucky to be able to cop from there. That just arrived, so I can already give you a sneak peek, but you'll have to tune in next week to see the rest. So I'm gonna try to fix that video as soon as I can, because I also, actually today was the drop of the Acronym Nike collection, and even though I did not plan on buying anything, mainly because, well, see, because I really like the sneakers. I think they look super cool, actually, but I already have so many sneakers, and as I said, I barely leave the house. I go to the country in the weekend, but during the week, I'm just at home working, so I barely wear the sneakers that I have right now. So I was kind of planning on not buying more sneakers because of this, but then I got on the sneakers app this morning, and the thing is that with the sneakers app, I've never been able to cop anything. I've tried maybe a dozen times in my life to get some cool exclusive sneakers from the sneakers app, and not one time have I been able to get it. Most times I didn't even get into the raffle because the app would just freeze or just crash, or somehow magically my payment details have disappeared, which actually also happened this morning again. Like last night I checked it and I filled out my PayPal information, and then this morning I looked and it was gone, and then I tried to enter my PayPal account again, and then it said that the password was wrong, but I know for sure that that is the password, and I just could not do it. So anyway, I had to do it with a credit card. But the thing is, I got them. I got them both. I kind of, as a test, just tried to get them both, and now I have them both, or they are coming my way. So at least I'm gonna review them. If I will keep them, I'll have to decide when I have them in hand. But they are very cool, and because there are new Acronym sneakers, and because I actually have at least one pair of every other Acronym sneaker, I want to do a Acronym sneaker video about like a rundown of the whole Acronym sneaker collection. So that's also in the future. But first, I'm really gonna try to do the Sacai video next week, and then hopefully the week after that, the sneaker video. So yeah, if you don't want to miss that, subscribe and hit that notification button. And I will see you in the next videos. Bye.